Is this you? Alright, well today guys, I'm going to be showing you how to get better at defending in one-on-ones. So, let's go. Okay, first things first, this video is not going to be the holy bible of defending. I'm not a defender anymore, I'm a midfielder. But I'll show you my tips and my tricks that help me become a better defender. First things first is to stop yourself over trying to defend them by hard stopping them. You don't have to hard stop them 24/7. Most of the time, you're most likely going to be just trying to stall them for time or trying to stall them so they're stuck in their position so someone else can come get them. You have to set a trap. So basically all you want to do is just make sure that you're facing one way so it's easier for them to pass here, but it's harder for them to pass here. So you're most likely going to have to defend them this way. So now that your trap's set, you're most likely going to go on this side because it's going to be way harder for them to pass you here than it is to be for them to pass you here. Now that you anticipate where they're going to go, you're going to make sure that you're lower to the ground and you're on your toes, because this makes your center of gravity way lower and it's going to be easier for you to switch positions faster. So you're lower to the ground and you're on your toes, you want to take into advantage that you can just simply...
That's quite big.
Step really further out when you're lower to the ground. So instead of having to slide tackle or instead of just doing a normal tackle, you can take into advantage that you can...
What is bro doing?
Tell him to bring out the lobster.
Now that you know that you can cover a wider area with your wider lunges, so you're closer to the ground, now you want to take advantage that they're at the disadvantage. They're coming at you, you're not coming at them.
This guy is sus.
So make sure that you are just reacting to what they're doing instead of overcompensating. A lot of people are going to rush into tackles and make rash decisions to get the ball back and strip it back when they don't really have to. All you have to do is stop them from progressing. Now, this doesn't even mean to fully stop them. This means to also just slow down their progress. So you want to jockey and make sure that you're having enough time for your team to come back so you don't have to make rash decisions and potentially give up your position. As you don't want to be making big tackles right away. You want to make sure that you're waiting them out so they can psych themselves out. So what do I mean by psych themselves out? Well, when you're an attacker and you're doing a bunch of skill moves and the defender is barely moving back, you're most likely going to try harder to actually, get past them. So that's when you can take your time and you can actually think to yourself, when should I actually tackle them? You really only want to be tackling when they have a bad touch on the ball or if they're just off balance. Because if they're off balance and you shove them off the ball, then that's good. Okay, so now that I've gone over how to actually defend and what to do, I'm going to be showing you what to do when the ball's past you. So guys, if they run past you with the ball, you don't really have to do a massive tackle like Sergio Ramos and take their ankles. Instead, you can just run in front of them and get ahead of them. So let's say that this ball is the attacker. If they're running after the ball and I can get the jump on them, I'm going to go in front of them, because if they push me off the ball, they push me from behind, which is a foul. And if they try to get around me, it's very simple. All I have to do is just go left and right, so they won't be able to go around me. What if this is an option? Well, this is the particular scenario that all defenders wish for. They want to be side by side with the attacker so that they can just put their foot in. It's way easier to put your foot in from the side than it is from the front, because from the front, they have full vision of you. But from the side, they don't have that much vision. And you have so many more options of how to defend them if you're from the side. Because you can body them off the ball, you can slide tackle, you can do a lunge, you can just stick with them, you can jockey, you can do a bunch of different things. So yeah guys, when you're defending, you don't really want to take them on head on. You want to make sure that you goad them into coming side by side with you. Because if you're fast, or even if you're just strong, you can 100% body them or fly past them. Okay, so now that I've gone over how to defend and what to defend, and how to actually body, now I'm going to show you some tips that I use to actually become a better defender. So you always want to make sure that you're on your toes when you're defending, because you don't want to be flat-footed. If you're flat-footed, it's going to be much harder to go left to right and track back. So always make sure that you're on your toes and you're ready to run. So another really important thing that gets overlooked is your communication. So when you're a defender, you always want to be making sure that you're talking to everyone on your team, because you have the best field of view besides the goalie. If you do actually talk to your team, you're going to give them an added situational awareness, and that could be the difference between you losing and winning the game. If you guys found this video helpful, make sure you leave a like and a comment. It's been Coach Gabriel signing out.